I'm going to show you how to receive stock without a purchase order. From the main Rick's Enterprise menu, click on the Inventory tab up at the top, Receiving on the left, and Receive Stock Without PO. Special words of wisdom. Checking an inventory this way will not subtract it from the purchase order, which means future orders will not subtract quantities already on order. Once you are in the Receive Stock Without PO screen, it will automatically bring you to the Scanning tab. The cursor will automatically be at the UPC field, and the default for the Enter By field is UPC. So the first step is to scan your first item. The SKU, quantity, cost, price, and description will now be displayed on the screen. The active item is always the item that you have just scanned. This active item will be displayed in the Enter by UPC field until you scan the next item. The quantity can be modified before you scan the next item. When you scan the next item, it will automatically put the previous item scanned down below. The section below will display all the SKUs that have been scanned and added. The most recently scanned items are in order from top to bottom. If you scan multiple quantities of the same SKU, it will add to the existing quantity on that SKU line. Note: if you need to review what item was just scanned, it will be at the top of the list unless that SKU has previously been scanned. If that SKU is previously scanned and is already an existing line item, it will update and add to the quantity on that SKU line. Critical. Due to the internet environment, the system does not save and receive items directly into your inventory as they are scanned. It is highly recommended that you save what you have scanned every so often, 20 scans or after every box, and before you put those items out on the floor. To save what you have scanned, click on the Save button at the bottom of the screen. By clicking on the Save button, it will save and receive into inventory all of the items scanned on this screen. Once you click on Save, it will clear the screen and allow you to continue scanning new items. You must click on the Save button before leaving the screen. If the item does not have a UPC barcode, you will click on SKU in the Enter By field. This will put a green dot in the radio dial for SKU. Type the SKU number under SKU to the right of the magnifying glass icon, or click on the icon, which will bring up the lookup tool. You can look SKUs up by SKU, description, color, supplier code, class, price, custom entry, or you can use a % as a wildcard character in any of the lookup fields. Once you find the desired SKU to receive, you will click on Select, and that will bring up that SKU on the screen. The cursor will then be on the Quantity field. Type the quantity that is to be received for this SKU and click on the Add button to the right of the screen in the Enter By field. This will add the SKU and quantity to the list below. Continue this process for all items that do not have a UPC barcode to scan. Note: items that you have manually entered using Enter By SKU will generate a label to be printed. See the label printing section in the Halloween Express procedure guide to print labels for this product. Again, very critical. Due to the internet environment, the system does not save and receive the SKUs directly into your inventory as they are entered. It is highly recommended that you save what you have entered every so often, 20 SKUs or after every box, and before you put those items out on the floor. To save what you have added, click on the Save button at the bottom of the screen. By clicking on the Save button, it will save and receive into inventory all of the items entered on this screen. Once you click on Save, it will clear the screen and allow you to enter more SKUs. You must click on the Save button before leaving the screen. When you are ready to scan an item that has a UPC again, click on the Add button to the right in the Enter By field. This will add what was on the screen to the list below from the Enter By SKU and take you back to the UPC field so you can begin scanning again. Click on UPC to the right of Enter By. This will put a green dot in the radio dial. You can go back and forth between SKU and UPC when needed. Continue this process until you are done scanning and/or entering your UPCs and SKUs from the shipment. Note: remember to click on the Save button at the bottom of the screen as often as you can. The Save button is what puts your items received into inventory. If you need to modify one of the SKUs listed below, click the pencil icon on the right-hand side of the screen of that SKU line. When this is selected, the SKU information will display on the screen under the Enter By field. The quantity and/or cost can be changed. Once a change has been made, click on the Edit button to the right of the Enter By field. This will make the change and clear the Enter By fields. If you clicked on the pencil icon to edit a SKU but decided a change didn't need to be made, click on the Clear button to the right of the Enter By field. This will also clear the Enter By fields. To remove an existing SKU off of this receiving screen, click on the red X icon on the right-hand side of the screen of that SKU line. The Alert Center will come up and state, "You are required to choose an action before continuing." It will ask, "Are you sure you want to delete this row?" Click Yes to delete this SKU from the receiving screen. When the last group of items have been scanned or entered from the shipment, click on the Save button at the bottom of the screen. This will save all items displayed on the screen and put them directly into inventory. And this completes how to receive stock without a PO.